matrix first. You know what I'm saying? We got to get up out this thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there we go. You know what I'm saying? Clear up the static. You know what I'm saying? Clear it up for us. We don't need no no issues. You know what I'm saying? While we finna get to the issues. You dig what I'm saying? Anyway, I hope y'all had a wonderful, blessed day. Having a wonderful, blessed day, should I say. I hope you woke up on the right side of the bed. And if you did, get back in the bed, roll over to the other side, and get up on the right side of the bed. But make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so we can elevate this game all the way up to the top tier. You did? Anyway, so as you know, Corey Holcomb's be always going in. You feel me? He really be having a lot to say. You know what I mean? So we gonna get off into the content, you feel me? And we gonna, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna speak on it. You feel me? Anyway, let's get to it, man. Ain't gonna hold y'all no further. Let's go. Flashback.
No. It was a lady who was talking about she wouldn't date a bus driver. And this got her a lot of airplay. She was on shows.
Yeah, she was on shows.
Her name is gonna come to me in a second. But she made, what is her name? Ebony K Williams said she wouldn't date a bus driver, but just had a baby artificially inseminated and that blew out monkey.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. Because the standards
and what's crazy is this is our modern day women. This is the modern day women that we deal with. These are the women. They won't date a bus driver. I can remember Biz Markie said on that song "You Caught the Vapor." When that girl, he said, "Nigga, please, you work for UPS." You know what I'm saying? Like as if that was a bad thing. Nowadays, a woman should want a man to have some kind of job anyway. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting at home playing video games, I'm talking about a man to get off his butt and go and make some money. Just because he might not make as much, might not make as much money as you make, doesn't mean that y'all not. See, people are basing relationships on money now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why relationships are failing, because they're no longer and getting entangled in a serious relationship based on love and the foundation of raising a family. No, it's all about how much money you got, how much money you make. Well, how much money you make? Okay, I make enough. Let's do this. But then, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with two people who making some good money or making some kind of money to go half on things. I don't understand what's this thing like about a man supposed to provide everything for a woman. We're not living in 1960s or 70s something. We living in time where things is twice as hard for a black man out here, and twice and I got to be transparent here. It's twice as hard for a woman too out here. That's why these women out here resorting to prostitution. That's why these women out here resorting to setting guys up. That's why these women thinking they're men, because they figure, well, ain't no man at home helping me raise this kid, so I got to get out here and do what I got to do to get this bread. You dig what I'm saying? But that shouldn't distort the mentality of a woman in her position to a man, in a man position to a woman. You dig what I'm saying? We're here to lean on each other, to help each other. Like they say, iron sharpens iron. That's what we're supposed to do. When I see you slipping on something, I give you some encouragement words and help uplift you and give you some guidance. When you see me slipping on something, that's your same job. To be there for me, to rub my back and tell me it's going to be all right. Let's keep pushing. That's your job. But for you to say, I would never date a bus driver, that's sad. That's why you're lonely. See, let me explain something to you. The women who talk like this and the women who act like this, they're lonely. Look at them. Look at half the age of these women who talk all this mess about men and this and this and that. Half of these women is 40-something years old. Borderline can't even have kids no more. And they trying to date younger men. A young man only, let me explain something to you women about a young man real quick. And we're going to get back into the content. But see, when you young, same thing with women. When you young, you want to date someone older. You want to have an entanglement with a woman that's older, because it builds self-esteem in a man. Like, yeah, I just got me an older woman. I just taxed this older woman, man. It builds a boy's character. It builds, self-esteem in him. A girl, let me explain something to you about women, right? And I could be wrong. And if you women who hear what I'm saying don't like what I'm saying, I think y'all can correct me on what I'm about to say. Drop a comment and let me know. But in my eye, a lot of younger women that date older men is one or two reasons to me. You didn't have no father in the house, and you was just around your mama. So you're looking for a father figure. On top of that, it could be the simple fact that you watching your mom date all these different men of all different ages, and you look watching this and you tend to cater to the older men because maybe they a little bit more respectful, or they give you more than a young man would give you, should I say. You know, a lot of men out here, older men, they consider tricks because they like paying the female. I don't really consider them tricks like that. I figure, well, they tricks, but what I'm saying is, a 9 times 10, the trick got the better role than if somebody's just cheating, because the trick, all he doing is paying for you to leave. He's not paying because he just won't. He paying for you because he don't want to have no ties with you no more. You feel me? Once he had that sex with you, there's no text messages, there's no phone call. He busting his, getting up and get out. You deal what I'm saying? No ties. That's the problem with men. Men want that side chick, but they don't want to be considered a trick and pay for something. So they try to get a girl on the side and end up developing feelings for this woman. And that's why a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, right now to this day, talk bad about men. But like I said, I gotta be transparent. You feel me? The woman is acting like men now. So it's hard for a man to say I want a woman when your woman is acting like a man. Anyway, let's get back to the content, get back on the topic.
Requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society.
Are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more Black women consider and even exercise.
This is the definition of insanity, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's real because it's an agenda being pumped here. I feel like, you feel me? I feel like it's an agenda being pumped here because on the simple fact that what makes what make a household a home, should I say, is the fact that you have the mother, the father, the kids, the family love and support for one another. That's what make a house a home. You did. It's not the bitter woman that sit there talking about, I don't need no man, I'm choosing to stay single. Yeah, you should choose to stay single if you constantly opening up your legs for the wrong kind of man and spitting out all these different babies by the same type of man, just with a different frame or different look to him. You feel me? This is the problem I'm having with you women. You women talking about, oh yeah, we're staying single. We don't need you men for nothing. The problem is you women keep going to see again, and it's a cliche, but it's real, right? You can't keep going to the same places looking for something, expecting a different outcome. You can't. That's the definition of insanity. You keep going to these clubs. You keep going to these motorcycle meetings. Have you even looked at half the women in these motorcycle club meetings? Half of them look wounded and beat up. It ain't too many cute female wounded, beat up, and out of shape. And I hate to put it like that, but it's a lot of them. Like, and now don't get me wrong, it's a few bad ones up in there. It's a few nice ones that got things going that look nice, got themselves together. But for the most part, when you really look at a lot of these motorcycle women, they look beat up. That's because they hanging out, riding all over the place, drinking liquor, but whatever drugs they own. They trying to stay in the in crowd. That's not a woman's position to be around a bunch of men all day long. You feel me? Let's get back to it, man.
You could, the brother who passed, that day was happy he passed, he said this, can't make this if you want to. Hit it, said she won't date a bus driver, but had to have a baby artificially put in a, what the is wrong with this? That is insanity if you ever saw it.
And that's real talk because this is what I want to explain to you women who's listening, right? A woman can't raise a man. I'm gonna be now. Let me repeat that again because I know it's gonna go over a lot of people's heads, and they're gonna be like, "Well, my mama was a single parent and she raised me." And let me tell you the difference between you and a kid that grew up in a household with a mom and father, right? For one thing, when you grew up around, and I ain't saying all you men, so don't take this personal, you know what I'm saying? Because to be told, I was in a single parent house for a long time. You feel me? And I don't, and when I was in the house with my father and his ex-wife, you know what I'm saying? That was temporary because they ended up separating and divorcing or whatever. And I still ended up living in a single parent house. You feel me? But let me tell you the difference between, see, when you have a man in the house, a real man in the house, and a woman in the house, and you got kids in the house, a real man gonna show his kids you don't argue and fight with a woman. A real man gonna show his kids, listen, this is how you deal with when women are vulnerable, when women are emotional. So when women talk and they got attitudes, you let them have that. You don't argue with no woman, man. That's a woman trait to argue with it. And I tell people, if I'm not gonna argue with a man on the street, what would make you think I'm gonna sit here arguing? Any female I ever deal with would tell you. Every time we got into it, or it was a disagreement, first thing I do, I'll be like, "You got that." First thing I say is, "You got that." Let's leave it alone. You got that. Because I'm not going to go back and forth and argue. And see, you see that in these kids growing up. That's why they so quick to argue with argue with a woman. I'm not arguing going back and forth with no woman. That's what I'm not going to do. Now, don't get me wrong. Women have got me upset to the point where I have reacted. And what I mean by reacting, not necessarily beat up a female or nothing like that. But I had a woman who, this independent type of woman thing with this attitude thing. She a man, hawked a loogie in my face. And I'm not condoning what happened next, but I'm gonna tell you, in my eyes, I was justified. When she hawked that loogie in my face, my natural reaction was to grab her by her neck and lift her almost off her feet in the air with one hand. And I had lost it. I'm like, yo, listen. And I just grabbed her by her neck, lifted it up, you feel me? And then I let her go. You feel me? Because I came back to reality real quick, like, yo, this is a woman. You know what I'm saying? Even though this was nasty, this is a woman. You feel me? So, and this is the thing I'm trying to explain to you women, right? Like, listen, we all need help out here. We all need somebody to lean on emotionally, mentally, or financially. But we all in need of some kind of, support from someone. So if you have a baby, if you go and go get eggs insinuated, implanted in you, that you're the true definition of a woman that's gonna be out here talking about men ain't nothing, so I choose to be single and have this baby and struggle on my own. 9 times out of 10, when you women begin yourself surgically implanted and have these babies, and y'all some kind of celebrity or whatever work, a lot of times y'all don't even raise your kid. The babysitter raising your kid because you spend so much time at work that the babysitter raising your kid. You feel me? Or whatever you doing, the family watching your kid while you on a run making money doing it, but you want to be a mama though, but you ain't got time to be a mama. So make that make sense. How do you want to be a mama but don't have time to be a mama? So you go and get yourself, go to the doctor and have them insert some eggs in you for you to be back once you get pregnant, have your baby, to get back to your career and pass your baby off to a babysitter. You feel me? It's about sacrifices, man. That's the problem with us as in relationships nowadays, that nobody wants to sacrifice. Nobody wants to bow down. Everybody, you got women that sleep. There's more women out here that's coming out that they sleep with women and men, so they feel like they're the man. They feel like they're entitled. Oh, I get more poom poom than you. Da, 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 da. Listen, that's because you're a carpet muncher. All women, if you notice, and I ain't trying to jump off something, but if you notice, pay attention to the carpet munchers. It's always some big old gorilla looking girl dating a cute chick. That's because females don't care about what a person look like. They just want to be pleased. Anyway, let's get back to it. Please stand by for concern.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Successful women are going to have a hard time because some men think we don't need you. I need you. I need you. You can work at the gas station, and I need you. Why? Because I know I'm going to get honey buns, I'm going to get barbecue chips, and a full tank of gas.
I was ready to say,
and then I'm going to motivate you to buy the gas station you work in.
Women have been duped. That whole feminism movement ruined everything, where women were made to believe that we don't need a man, get to the bag. I saw a study the other day that said women prefer their dogs to a man. Women would rather have a dog than a man.
I said this before on one of my on Facebook one time. I said you women would rather lay up with a nasty, and I don't mean it as disrespectful women, but I'm just telling you the truth. When your dog got fur and you walk on grass and dirt, he get fleas and ticks that bounce on him. When your dog takes a dump or a pee, he licks his private part, his penis or or her poom poom. I ain't lick her butt. She go around look, dogs eating boo boo, boo boo, licking nails, and you women will say, "Come here, puka puka puka." Dog comes jump in the bed with you, kiss the dog on the face, roll him. I don't need no man. I got my dog. Really? So you can talk to your dog. You can tell your dog you need help with it. You can tell your dog your emotional problem. Your dog will understand. You women are weird, but y'all quick to say men are weird. One thing about men, we gonna tell you, yeah, we need a woman. I mean, I'll be the first to tell you. I need a woman. I'm not gonna be no dude at 50 something years old talking about man, I'm just sitting back in this house, this big old house all by myself because I don't know how to treat a woman. Nah, I need a woman. It ain't the point about treating, it's about meeting a woman on the same level as you. And that's a problem with the world. People want all these high expectations in a man, and the man want all these high expectations in a woman, but nobody willing to meet on a common ground playing field. You feel me? Now, the way the world is now, a lot of women does have higher position jobs and is in the work field making most of the money. But let me explain to you women why you women make so much money. Because you're women. This is like if you walk in a room right now and you dressed to kill, you nice, you dress your hair fly, you smelling good, and you going to go look for a job, and there's a man sitting right there. He might not, he might be dressed cool, whatever. He might be dressed fly, whatever, and he might even have more skills than you in his position. But based on the fact that you're a woman and the way you look and your essence and your smell hit that person that's interviewing you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the job. You feel me? So it's crazy. That's just like right now. A woman can call up a man and hold a conversation about bills and this and that, and that man will offer her some money. Ain't too many women offering men money like, man, I can, what you need? I got you. Now, don't get me wrong. I got a few female friends that get out like that. They would call me up and be like, you need something, whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? Look out or whatever, or just to throw me something on GP. And I appreciate them. I salute them for that. 9 times out of 10, I don't take it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in need, sometimes I take it just to see how they gonna react about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as, oh, they're gonna start calling me every day. Can you get that book? Because I really be having the money. I just be having it sit to the side. I test people like that. I just want to see what your heart at. You gonna run and tell somebody I gave this person this, I let this person borrow it. I just want to see what kind of head you on. Anyway, let's get back to this content because it is getting deep. I love when I hear women say we've been duped by listening to a bunch of bomb ass females just sitting here trying to tell y'all that y'all don't need a man. Why? You think that plastic sex toy that you have is gonna meet every criteria of a man to you? You women who think that you're a man, who put the strap on, you think that's because you dress like a man, you walk like a man, and try to talk like a man that you ever gonna be able to replace a man? No. If you notice, if you check statistics, they tell you women on the women relationships are the ones that marriages are breaking up faster than any other relationship. Because you women are emotional. You're too emotional. So you got two emotional creatures trying to be in a relationship together. How's that going to work? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get back to the content. I know I could talk, but this is my channel. And this is what I do on my channel. I talk to my peoples who like to see me talk and hear what I have to say. Let's go.
And I get it in some aspects because it's like it loves me unconditionally. It's going to be there and give me attention. It's going to cuddle me at night. Okay. Okay. I love that for you. And also, no, we need men. Men are important. I need my man, my husband.
No, that's right.
My father to my children, or the father to his children, and I'm a bonus mommy, whatever that looks like. I just feel like there are things that a man can bring out of a woman. And I think it's only a woman that does not have the desire to grow, that does not have the desire to selflessly trust, that doesn't want a man.
Man, I feel lied to by the culture. But I'm going to take full responsibility there, man. I fell for it. I fell for the boss, I could do everything by myself, that hyper independent bull.
And then I'm gonna motivate you to buy
Now, did you hear what this woman said? She said, I've been lied to. I've been duped. All this, I don't need a man to get the bag. I don't need to. You need a man in your life, women. It's balance. You feel me? It's balance. You know what I mean? Because when you're a man with no woman, no stability, nobody in your, no, to make you feel grounded, you tend to jump off, do the wildest things and get caught. Now look at all these men getting caught up on the internet with all this crazy stuff going on. You know why? Because half of them is not married. So they live their life. Why they live their life? To have fun. It's cool to have fun, but not all the time. You got to know it's a time and place for it. And when it comes to you women got to know your position. I'm not saying that you're supposed to be in the house, watching the kids, washing dishes, cleaning up. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, your main idea is a man's job is to go out and get the money. You feel me? This is the old way of how life used to be. A man's job was go and get the money, and a woman's job was to clean, keep the house clean, take care of the kids, make sure there's food in there, make sure the hot bathtub water was done, make sure the man was taking care because he was going out busting his butt to get the bread. But now the roles reversed where the women got tired of sitting in the house watching the kid. It came to the point where the woman was like, no, I can work too. I want to work. I'm tired of sitting out. So they start working, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. I ain't nothing wrong with an independent woman. I love an independent woman. But at the end of the day, I love an independent woman that understands the fact that we all in need of help. So don't look at man like, man, this the scum of the earth or something when you know good and well. If it wasn't for a man, you wouldn't be here. Women on women can't have babies. It's like men on men can't have babies. You feel me? And see, God put us together for it. It's a reason why it's woman and man. It's a reason why I say Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, not Eve and not Eve and Shalisa. No, it ain't nothing like that. You feel me? Anyway, listen, get back to what these women saying because they cooking right now, and I'm really loving what these women saying.
Buy more gas stations.
That's right.
If that's what you want to do. Now, if you cool working at the gas station, I'll make sure your shirt is fresh and ironed. Nate, because your real name is Nathaniel. I'm gonna make sure, but I always say Nate. I'm for sure. I'll make sure you.
But remember also, this is from a woman that understands the definition of what, you know what I'm saying, of being a woman to her man, being a support system to her man. You feel me? These women now are not support systems. These women now don't care about now. And then what be killing me on women get mad because the black man or any other race man might decide to pick a different race than his own race to date. Well, it just boils back. Why is it when women say, oh, I'm done with men, men ain't nothing, I'm dating women now, this and that, it's cool. But when the men say, I'm done with black women, I'm tired of these women, they ain't good for nothing, they cheat, they steal, they lie, I'm finna go over here. Everybody cheats, steal, and lie. You feel me? It's not a race, it's the person. It's not a race, it's the person. So women, don't get mad because a man chooses to say, you know what? I had a bunch of bad experiences with black women, so I'm going to go over here and try the Caucasian woman or the Spanish woman or the Asian woman or the whatever, Indian woman, whatever it is. But don't get mad and say he a sellout because he got tired of dealing with y'all. Ain't that what y'all say all the time? You getting tired of dealing with men, so y'all choose to sleep with women or y'all choose to run to another race. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody talking the world is so messed up now, man, and it's crazy that the women that we that want to love and cater to it and console are the women that's there. It's like sleeping with the enemy, pretty much what I'm saying. That's all it is. We're sleeping with the enemy these days.
Your shirt is ready. Give me some sugar. Now go work at the gas station. I'm gonna scoop around, get me a tank of gas. I need that 91 octane, baby. There you go. And I'll see you later.
The right man is not the man that's cute. The right man is not the man that got money. The right man is the man that got the Spirit of God in him. Listen, without God's Spirit, a man is of no value.
And then if I can encourage you work at the gas station. Now, do you want to own a gas station? And we're going to chop up together, put our money up, and get the gas station. Now, we don't own one gas station. It's doing good. Do you want to own 3 gas stations? See, I want to be that woman to a man.
And every man should want a woman like that. Every man should want a woman that's going to push them. And every woman should want to push her man to do better, especially when he's looking frustrated. Things is not happening the way you want it to happen. It's moving slow. That's what you women supposed to be, that backbone support. Rub his back, kiss him on his neck. Baby, it's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Stay focused. We got this. That's what your job's supposed to be. But instead, you want to argue, get on the phone with your friend. Girl, this nigga, he ain't doing nothing. All he do is sit around him and he leave. I don't know what he's doing. He ain't that. Man, quit complaining and encourage him. Maybe he needs some encouragement. That's the wrong with you women. You women don't understand. Just like you encourage your kids to do better, you encourage your kids to stay strong and stay in school. You got to do the same thing with your mate, with the person that you're in a relationship with. That's just part of life. That's what you do. You encourage each other. You uplift each other. That's what life is about, man. That's what relationships is about.
Invest money. I will invest money and time in a relationship. Mm-hmm. You know, people say, well, you a sugar mama. No, I'm investing in a relationship because sometimes some men think all we want is what they got. Mm-hmm. How about we stack our money together?
If I'm paying, then who's saving?
Right.
If I'm paying everything, because you can't pay everything and save. But if we both.
And that's real because I done dated a few women in my lifespan. I've been around the block a few times. You did more than a few, you know what I mean? And like the crazy part is when you hear women talking about a man gotta pay for everything. He wanna go out with me, he gotta pay for everything. He gotta pay my bills, he gotta pay for my hair. If he want me, I look too good to be hold on, chick. Wait a minute. Do you think money grow on trees? Do you think I'm out here busting my ass to stack my money up to meet your raggedy ass and spend all my money on a raggedy ass hood chick that ain't even trying to change her life? They ain't trying to do nothing right now. It don't work like that. See, you women is delusional. Not all you women. Like I said, I'm not talking to all women, so don't look at this and be like, oh, this nigga. I would never do that. I don't get on like I see on Facebook with 90% of the women on Facebook talking that, oh, all men ain't nothing. Women are staying single because these men ain't men. No, niggas is staying. No, what you keep fail to realize, a lot of niggas are staying single because women are not women no more. Who want a female who act like a man? Who want a female that, yeah, man, we need to go bust this move and do this? Who want a female to sit there talking about, oh, they want a problem? You don't want, no, you want, see, if you're the aggressor, you don't want your better half to be an aggressor too. You want your better half to be the smooth person, the person that, a voice of reason. That's what you want your better half to be, a voice of reason. When you get ready to flip out and do whatever you're going to do, that voice of reason sit there and say, calm down, it's going to be okay, baby, let's go home, let's go talk about this. That's what you want. You don't want no female turned up like you. Go grab the strap. It's time to put them on their back. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, it's all fun and games till them bullets leave that and hit your frame and leave that red stuff leaking all over your frame. You do? It's all funny game till that bullet hit your head and your frame and leak blood leaking all over your body. It's all funny games until that stuff happens. And what I mean by that is, and don't think I'm jumping on court, but what I'm saying is people tend to think life is fun and games. People tend to think relationships are fun and games. And as history has showed us, we have women that are unalive men and we have multiple men that are unalive women because of the games. Because of the little punk games that's being played. You feel me? Now let's get back to it.
Both pay half. We both can save and put up. Because I'm sure you got some family that you want to help too. You got some things that you like to do. So if I'm paying it all, you don't ever pay nothing.
And thus we have the root of all evil. It is not just money. It's the attitude that money will solve every issue and every problem. The more money you have, the more problems you have. More money, more problems. We've heard it all before. But let's really get down and get granular about the situation. You see, a lot of people, they just want it all. They want 100% of everything right instantly on top. They don't want to add to the situation. But the funny part is, every successful family model has people playing their roles. But you cannot sit here and take.
I just said that. I just said that. Every dominant relationship that's prospering and soaring is two people that's playing their part in that relationship. It's not one person. See, women, this is what y'all don't fail to realize. When the man paying everything and then he start going through them little rough roads, potholes in the road, which things start getting kind of rough for him, you know, the first thing he gonna do, he gonna look back and be like, man, this girl ain't even trying to help me, man. I'm doing bad. I need somebody to do this. She just only out for her. She always going shopping, always hanging out with her friends, always trying to look good, but she ain't trying to help the hustle. She just want to take from the hustle. This is how men think, and then they start slowly falling back from it. Especially if they can't get no understanding out of you, then they start falling back from it. Then now you run around talking about men ain't nothing, but the whole time you supposed to be catering to your man, you too busy worried about what your friends got going on. You too busy worried about what motorcycle club popping, what barbecue popping off, what block party popping off. You feel me? That's what kind of time you women on. Y'all want to make sure y'all look good. Yeah, I gotta look good for who? If you got a man at home and your friends is going on, why is you so in the want to get dressed up so you can go out and flaunt your stuff in front of a bunch of men for when you got a man at home? This is why relationships don't last, because you women prioritize the wrong things. That's what it is. That's all it is.
Take all of the resources in and give nothing out and expect for the family unit that you are a part of to be prosperous. This is called the fallacy of having it all. And feminism has done a great job of lying to you ladies, perpetuating this fallacy to the forefront with impeccable marketing, fooling some folks into thinking that they can have it all, or even worse, do it all by themselves.
Listen, it's an impossibility that you can have everything.
You know, and the feminist movement screwed women over in a lot of ways, where it was like, okay, you can have it all, and which is just not true. And what ended up happening was the women felt overworked. I mean, it was one or the other. Either the women didn't end up having families at all, right? And they were just like, no families whatsoever. And then they told women, you have to have it all and you'll be fulfilled. And those women were like, bullshit. I'm just stressed. That's all it is. I'm doing all of the house cleaning. I'm doing.
But I'm going to tell you another perfect example of what she just said. Perfect example of what she just said was Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox, who dated 50 Cent. You know, she was talking all this stuff about the independent woman and this and that. And she turned around and did an interview and said, everything I did as far as my career, I focused on my career so much that, you know, I wasn't tripping. I wanted to be a mama. I wanted to have kids, but I wanted my career to pop off. She's so focused in her career that she lost the essence of a woman and a man far as relationship wise. It was all about business. And that's what tend to happen in these Hollywood situations. You try to portray this image so long, and this image that you tend to forget the essence of a woman and a man, the essence of the relationships that you two people supposed to share when y'all come together. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I respect Papoose like I do. But that's a different story for a different time. And I definitely gonna do one on that situation, because I got to speak on it. Remy wrong. These women are wrong, man. These women are wrong. You got men, and all you women talking about, I want a good man to do this and do that. Papoose was a good man. He did everything, helped Remy down for years. And while she was doing time, and what she do? She got home, she came home and dropped some horse manure all over him, smeared it all in his face. You feel me? Got him chasing, looking like a sucker at home with his baby. He ain't looking like no sucker because he with his baby, because that's a manly thing. I salute him for that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, he calling her phone looking for his wife, and his wife done rented another apartment so she can lay up with somebody else. And then you women wonder why niggas don't trust you women. You women set up guys for other niggas. You women out here sleeping with men and women behind somebody's back. You'll say you go in the grocery store and jump in the backseat of somebody's car and bop them off real quick, and then text message each other, tell them why I love sucking on you and all that old stuff. You feel me? And you wonder why men be like, nah, I'd rather stay single. Because you can't trust these females nowadays. It's hard to trust these females, especially these young females, because they got that young woman. And I can't even say that, because you got too many older women out here trying to act like they're in their early 20s or early 30s when they pushing 50 and 60. You supposed to be at home getting ready for your second half of your life, where you marinate, kicking back at home with your feet up, enjoying life, not still trying to dodge bullets, trying to hang out at these motorcycle clubs and these meetings and all this. You still trying to dodge bullets to look cute for somebody who ain't gonna wife you up. It's crazy. Let's get back to it.
All of the child rearing, and I'm completely stressed. And I'm working and earning all the money. So I'm just totally and completely stressed.
So the bottom line is that it's not money. It's not money that makes you the head of household. It's utility. It's the ability to ease, to bring comfort, to work together as a unit. A lot of these modern ladies don't understand that. They walk by the good guy, the garbage man, the gentleman who who's doing that blue-collar job. These ladies are looking for that Birkin bag, having breakdowns when they're getting approved for something that they don't even really need. Something that's made in China, slapped a made in Italy tag on it, and you are falling for the marketing, getting ripped off. 7 ways to Sundays. And this is where we are today.
I wouldn't want a man to break the bank trying to impress me because you can't do it every day. Now, if you got it, you ain't got to do it either. Keep it. I need you to keep it. What if you spending all your money trying to get some, and when I ask you, hey, nigga, let me hold 500. I ain't got it. As women, we so used to being the man and the woman in our relationship that we don't know how to
fall back and just be the woman.
There you go. And I know how to make a sandwich. You want cheese on your sandwich? What you need?
Where is that woman at? You feel me? We need more women that think like that. I want a woman that love to be a woman. I love a woman that's in the catering her man. I love a woman that said, come here, baby, let me see your feet. Let me clip your toenails, baby. Let me clean your toes up for you. Let me clean your feet up for you. I love a woman that said, baby, you want me to give you a massage? You ready to eat, baby? I love women like that. I don't like no women that I go over their house and they on there talking this no food cooking house nasty. You like, oh my God, what is going on here? And she talking about what we gonna order to eat? You let's order something to eat. No. Once you order a maid and clean this nasty ass house up, that's what you need to do. Focus on yourself. You dig what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. But we don't have women no more that think like this. And the women that do think like this are women that's older who live life that understand, no, we definitely need a better half out here. We definitely need a man. A man definitely need a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's in order to build. You can't build it. Listen, no building on this earth, no house, no car, no nothing wasn't built by itself. Everything on this earth that was made was built with 2 people or more to help them create it. You feel me? Same thing in relationship. You can't build a strong foundation by yourself. You can try to, but you're going to get bitter and it's going to get mad because you're going to feel like, oh, ain't nobody trying to help me. And then you're going to start going through mental stress and problem thinking about the world against you. When it's just you against yourself. At the end of the day, that's what it really boils down to. You women be against yourself because it's men out here that's ready to love you and be there for you, but you won't give them the opportunity because in your mind, all men are not.
I know what to do. I want to pick up the dry cleaning. I want to do what I saw my mama who raised me and who was married to my father. I want to do what they do. I want to be the wife.
But with God's Spirit in a man, he becomes to the woman that which the originator intended him to be. Now, when you sisters fall in love with a man like that, you desire to have a child for that man. You don't want just to be there for him when he comes home. You want to have him again.
Are you okay being the breadwinner in the relationship?
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship. You mean any man I'm with?
Yeah.
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship.
But would you be okay if you were?
I'm not. There's no man I know from you or he got a regular job. He work at a warehouse. He is the head of the household. He is the breadwinner.
Polite savages.
Let me tell you something, and don't you ever forget it. Success is nothing without someone you love to share it with.
Ladies and gentlemen of Polite Savages, what happens when you stop falling for the marketing, when the blinders are lifted from your eyes and you start understanding the way that things really are? When you understand that money does not make the man, but the utility that a man brings to the situation makes the man. And a lot of these ladies, they think they're the boss babes, having every...
And what he's saying is real, because you got women, like they say, it take a village to raise a family, right? Or raise a kid, right? So you got women nowadays that don't want you, like you again. That's why, man, be careful about dating women that have kids, man, because especially if they got kids that's, anywhere from 7 to 14 or 15 or even 16. Please believe there's going to be some kind of issue up in there, because for one thing, a woman that if it's not your child, a woman don't want you to say nothing to her kid, to discipline her kid in no kind of way, when they don't even know how to discipline their kid. But they don't want you to do it. See, it take a man to discipline a boy so he can become a man. So it give him the game and let him know, man, you're going about things wrong. But women don't see it like that. You know, nowadays, ain't nobody been not saying nothing to my son. You been not saying my son. I'm gonna whoop a B, bro. I'm gonna whoop a B up. You disrespect my son, baby. Anybody say something. And this is why these kids are growing up with this entitlement, like can't nobody say nothing to me. When I was in school, man, you act up in school, the teachers used to pop your hands with a ruler. And then call your parents. Your mama come up there, she give you a whooping. If your father was in the house, when you got home, your father will give you a whooping. If there wasn't no father in the house, you had an uncle that will always come by. Your uncle would check you and give you a whooping. But this was how they try to keep you in place. Now, will I say that they was right or wrong for that? You know what I'm saying? For the way they went about it, I figured I'd rather have somebody trying to whoop me into submission than somebody that's just gonna let me do whatever I want to do and end up doing life in prison. You feel me? That's the way I look at it. But anyway, let's get back to the content. Man, come on, man. You know, I'm bringing this heat to y'all. Y'all know I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it raw and real and uncut, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. Let's run this thing up, man. Help your boy out. Let's get them likes up there, man. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all support, man. I'm not asking you for 1 red cent to show support. And that's the problem we got as people. We don't like to support each other. It don't cost no money to support each other. Now, some support costs money, but I'm not asking for that kind of support. I'm asking for a like and a subscribe button. I'm trying to get it up to 100. And then from 100, we're going to run it up. So help your boy get there, man. You feel me? It's been a long, little short journey, but I call it a long, short journey because, you know, I'm the type of person, I want things to happen overnight, but they don't happen like that. You feel me? So that's all I'm saying. I would really appreciate your love and support, man, and hit that like, subscribe button, leave a comment, man, and share the content, something. You feel me? Just let me know that y'all appreciate what I'm bringing to the table. Let's get back to these modern day women.
Everything in the world that they want and could ever have, but don't understand that boss babe life gets very lonely at the end. On a long enough timeline, everybody will experience some loneliness, but to choose this path, to run down this path, to put yourself in this path, to ignore the good people around you just to have what you think you wanted can lead to nothing, absolutely nothing but destruction of your soul, peace, and happiness. As always, we can only guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a bitter, bitter pill. You gotta shut up and take your medicine. Sometimes you fell for the marketing and you didn't understand that you spent your entire life chasing a dream that you didn't really want. When you got the dream, you had to look around and say, hey, why am I here? I'm all by myself. I'm lonely. Where's my family? Well, ma'am, you chose. And just like...
You know that old statement, it's lonely at the top. You did. Anyway, man, y'all go check out the content over there, man. Go check out Corey Holcomb's, man, and go check out my boy right here, man. You see his name somewhere on the screen, man. Y'all go tap into him, man. Listen what he got to say, man. Hit that like, subscribe button, man. We're going to listen to a little bit more. We're going to get up out of here. But y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe button, man. Let me know what y'all think about the
Everybody
content.
who makes that choice, you got to live with that choice. So there's nothing left to do but get on up into it. Let's go. So this must be said, ladies. You must pick a side. Either money is your leader or not. Either money is the deciding factor in whether you submit or not. Are you submitting to a man's character, to his ability to lead? Or are you submitting simply to his ability to make a buck, to bring in that dollar? Because it's...
She's submitting to that dollar, man. She's submitting to that dollar. She's not submitting to a relationship because if she did, it wouldn't be about the money. You feel me? Like, everybody want to be in a comfortable situation. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to be financially messed up out here. But at the end of the day, we all got to have some common sense out here. We all got to use our common sense brain, man. It takes two to tango. Can't no one person lead. You heard that old statement. It's lonely at the top. Yeah, it is. When you trying to get there and you ain't worried about the people you bringing up and trying to help nobody come up there with you or even your own family. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's crazy.
Seems like you want somebody to do absolutely everything. Out here looking for Superman. He's flying around the world looking just for you. And the man who can do it all, guess what?
Your boy said he's flying around looking just for you. No, he's not, ladies. I am sorry. He's not looking for you at all. He's looking for the right woman. You feel me? If you're a freaky kind of person that like to be promiscuous and sleep around with different, find you a man that's into the same thing, that's into like having threesomes and things like that. That way your relationship will last longer. You're basing more than just what he's doing for you. At least you can start somewhere about how y'all can please each other. You did? But It's just weird. You want a square dude? Get you a square dude. You want somebody that like to read books? Find you someone that like to read books and stay in the house. Them the kind of people that, and these women who want a relationship might be a different kind of woman, but they go to all the wrong places to find what that's looking for love in all the wrong places. Y'all remember that song? Let's get back to it.
Guess what? He's not into you. A lot of ladies don't understand that the laws of averages says that perfect guy does not think that you are perfect. That
Exactly.
1% man does not think that you are the 1%. So you better get in where you fit in. You dig?
With a fit.
And what's crazy is, right, I done dated a few females that I ain't gonna say dated, but we done had friends with what they say, friends with benefits, what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? I had a few females that with friends with benefits that have a man at home. And I used to always ask these women, I used to be like, what is he not doing to make you want to just creep on him? You feel me? Because when I look at you and I know you got a man, I can't take you serious because you've been in a relationship with somebody and you creeping with me. So I can't take you serious as a good match for me. Only thing I can do is, only thing we can do is have fun. Cause I can't take you serious because the moment you get tired of anything that I got going on, you're gonna be with the next man doing the same thing you was doing with me. Like they say, the way you started is the way you finish, ladies and gentlemen. And let's get back to the content.
50-50 man for you disqualified.
Absolutely.
Disqualified? What if he? Okay.
Like I haven't met him. I wouldn't even have met that man. A man that wants to be like half and half had never met me.
And I bet you that woman who's talking right now is a woman that's lonely, single, and don't have nothing going for herself. Nothing going for herself. How much do you want to bet? How much do you want to bet that this woman have nothing going for herself? How much? I bet you she probably has something. I bet she ain't got no man. Her love life is just a bunch of dudes coming over there, smashing her, dropping off they load in her little poom poom box and getting on about their business. How much you want to bet?
I didn't meet him. He wasn't even in my room. I never met a man like that.
Money makes me your leader. Period, point blank. If I give you money in exchange for services, it don't have to be sex. It don't have to be sex. It could just be things I need to get done. That makes me your leader in a certain situation. So, I think a lot of times people...
No, it don't make you their leader in a certain situation. What it does is, I would say, is it just shows you that money is her leader. That will for money, and if you pay attention, women would do anything for money. Go on YouTube, go on Instagram, and watch these little so-called home stripper parties, where you got a bunch of skinny ass females in there or fat, overweight females in there stripping for pennies on the dollar. But anyway, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I just wanted to give my commentary on what's going on, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the content. You feel me? Thank you for tuning into the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special, and this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy Nut, and please be looking forward to more content. I'm finna start uploading content every day, if not every day, every other day. You dig what I'm saying? And check me out on my other platforms, man. You see the link at the bottom. You see the name at the bottom where you can find me at, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, tune in, man. Hit that like, subscribe button, and share, man. Let's get this content up there. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart, y'all, for tuning in and showing your support. Thanks a lot.